Good morning. Let's see. Tyler Claypool is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance today. Yeah, really. You'll get me back for that. That's fine. All right. So we got one set of minutes and a couple claims to approve, I believe, Mr. Bramble.
Yeah, we got September 17th minutes to approve.
Any questions or comments about the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor by aye? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
And I've got the claim docket for September 14th through the 20th for $5,257,699.82.
Any questions or comments about those claims?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor by aye?
Aye.
Aye.
And I've got the September 21st through 27th claim docket for $998,771.70.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor by aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Then the September 27th payroll for $1,332,729.78.
Questions or comments?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor by aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Is that Mr. Bramble?
That's it.
Okay. All right, we had a good week in Switzerland County last week at a small conference for the Association of Minnehaha County, so happy to be back this week. We have 2 or 3, maybe 4 business items today. A couple of them is just conversations. Next on the list is a demo of the Vigo County Jail and Roadway Project. Tyler and Zach are here from Garmong. If there's any questions, I'll read this letter. Bids have been received for the demo of the Vigo County Jail demolition and roadway project. The following is a summary of the bid packages and descriptions, recommended bidders, and bid amounts. These recommendations are based upon the Commissioner's desire to accept alternate 1 courthouse sidewalk replacement. The bidders' proposals have been reviewed thoroughly and compared to the scope of work. The low bidders for both bid package 1 and bid package 2 were found to be non-responsive. The second place bidders for both bid package 1 and bid package 2 were found to be responsive and responsible bids. As a result, Garmong is recommending the Commissioners contract with the following bidders. Bid package 1 is the general trades package, which is the road and sidewalk on the county campus over there, to Dennis Trucking for the amount of $505,276. Garmong's proposing bid package 2, the demolition work be given to Renaissance Incorporated for the amount of $858,000 even. That's a recommendation by Garmong. We have the opportunity to move forward today, sign this contract, and continue on with the project. It is important to note that this project has fallen probably 6 weeks behind, I would say, maybe 8 weeks behind, because of some underground issues with Indiana Public Safety. So we're looking probably sometime around mid-November before demolition actually occurs.
The other important thing to note is that this is roughly $1 million less than what we had anticipated, so that's always good news.
Yeah, significantly under budget. So would entertain a motion to approve.
I would motion to approve the bid package number 1, general trains with Dennis Trucking for $505,276.
Second.
All in favor by aye?
Aye.
Aye.
I would move to bid package number 2 for demolition to Renaissance Incorporated for $858,000.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries. Thank you, Garmong, for your work. I know that was several meetings, a couple meetings with us too, so thank you. Fourth on the agenda, which I don't see Adam Grossman here, but it's just closure for Pioneer Days. Oh, Heather, okay, Heather, thank you. You want to talk about kind of what you got going on?
Yeah. He got to go out and sit in the woods this morning, so I get to come to the meeting instead. We have our Pioneer Days coming up this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and we will be parking once again all of our visitors and those who are coming in the grass lot that belongs to Mrs. Hartman across from Fowler Park. Because of that, we're going to have a high traffic of people trying to cross Bono Road. So we think it's just best entrance of everybody, and the safest thing to do is to close Bono Road from Oregon Church Road all the way up to Harlan, so that way there's only one-way traffic of people coming in to park, and then the rest of it will be blocked off, so that way people can cross the road safely there without needing to worry about getting hit by cars.
Do you know your times of your road closure?
It will be approximately 9 until about a little after 5 p.m.
Okay. Any questions from the commissioners?
Weather looks great this weekend, so
Yeah, I know. We were a little nervous about that.
I make a motion to approve that we close Bono Road during those times, 9 to 5 on this Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. That's much experience over these Pioneer Days in the last few years, and this is a recommendation. I second that motion.
All in favor by aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries, thank you. All right, Larry offered to come up and give us an update on some road stuff that we have going on.
Morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to give a quick road update. So we're working on Canal and McDaniel Road. That's a Cape Seal project. It'll start with chip seal work today and tomorrow. Crack seal work today and tomorrow. Chip seal work after that, and finish out with a micro surface. So, and then we'll get it restriped and everything and open to traffic. They're also paving on Gannon, Smith, and Woodland in West Terre Haute. So that will be kind of the end of our road work for the year, which will wrap up about $2 million in local money, $3 million in community crossings money, and about 32 miles of road improvements will be completed this year. So, and we'll switch gears in the fall, and we'll start crack sealing everything and prepping everything for winter.
32 miles of road work and how much money?
$5 million total, $2 million local, $3 million community crossings.
It's great.
Any questions for Larry?
Well done. A lot of people involved in getting 32 miles of road done in Vigo County.
Yep.
Good job.
And one of the first counties to get the $1.5 million award from the state, so
Yep.
that's good. All right, thank you,
Thanks to
Larry.
all your guys for Friday night, all the work they did. They had to be out there in that storm. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And once
One
again, you guys
that's,
did great.
It wasn't as bad as what we thought it could be, but with the wind coming a different direction and the gusts that we had, we did have some trees scattered out all around the county. So guys worked pretty late Friday night to make sure everything was passable.
Okay. All right, thank
Thanks.
you. I think initially we were going to have Mainstream go last, but you guys want to go ahead and go, and then we'll do public comments afterwards. Mainstream Media.
Thank you, gentlemen, for the time this morning. Tammy, thank you for getting us on the agenda, much appreciated. I've noticed a trend already this morning, that's be quick, to the point, sit down, so I'm gonna try to follow in suit. We've got a little bit of a lengthy presentation, but I really just wanna get to the meat of the matter. This is all focused on aid funding that's coming, federal money coming to the state of Indiana, $868 billion, with a focus on rural broadband. So it's really how do we help those outlying communities compete with the economy. So Main Street Fiber Network, an Indiana company, yeah, happy to. No, you're great, thank you. Mainstream Fiber Network, founded in Brown County, an Indiana company focused strictly on rural areas of Indiana. So that is our sweet spot, and that's what we do. I grew up on a farm just a couple counties south of Knox County, so I understand the importance of broadband in rural communities and what they need to continue to compete. So I'll just run through that. That was the quick agenda, but I'm getting longer already. So here's a little bit more about who we are. I'll be happy to leave this presentation with Tammy so she can distribute it accordingly. Benton County is one of our big success stories. A few years ago, they were ranked 90 towards the last of the counties in connectivity. Now, every resident in the county has access to high-speed broadband. 85% of that's going to be fiber to the home, and those last 15%, those outliers on the farms that just don't make economics, we're doing licensed spectrum 5G to those homes to cover all those areas, as well as a 5G overlay across the entire county, which helps with the smart ag technologies that are rolling out at a quicker and quicker pace. NPS score, we're kind of proud of this one. That's a net provider score. Most of the time when you look at something in the 70s, you don't think that's a great score. That's a C, right? But the net provider score, we're actually outpacing Apple, Netflix, and Amazon. So when you call customer service, the mainstream, you're not talking to somebody in Philadelphia or overseas. You're going to talk to somebody, a Hoosier, who's sitting in Brown County or Monroe County, Indiana, taking care of your needs. Again, we like to be engaged in the community. We just don't want to be a business who comes in and provides a service without engaging in the community, being a part of the community, having offices here, and integrating ourselves with who we're serving. Again, the BEAD timeline, this has shifted quite a bit with the IBO as they wait on NTIA to come out with some of their deadlines. But we are closing in quickly on this first round of BEAD applications, and we anticipate the first round of BEAD funding being allocated by the end of this year. So Steve Cox and his team at the IBO are being very aggressive in getting this first round of funding out to the community. But here's the meat and potatoes of what we really want to talk about. You see the blue here, that's the network that we want to provide to rural Vigo County. So it's going to be 145 fiber miles with a little over, almost 1,700 homes that will be served. Again, here's a little more snapshot of what that looks like. You can see the orange, those are your cable providers in the county, and then the green being those that are already receiving fiber. So we want to be very aggressive and move into the southern part of that county and help provide high-speed broadband. There's always an ask. What is the ask here? The ask is nothing from you. We want to invest 95% of our own funds into this project, and then we're going to ask the state for 5% to help cover the cost for a little over $9 million project. This is something we're proud of. I'm a veteran. I spent 23 years in the military. I always say where I'm from, you're a coal miner, a farmer, you leave. I was option 3, joined the military. And this is a great project we work with. A lot of folks come out of the military, don't know what they want to do. We're working with a company called AmeriCrew, who are taking transitioning veterans, training them up into fiber specialists or technicians, and then employing them in local communities across the state. So it's just a way for us to give back and continue to build the workforce. I don't want to get into a lot of these other things, but precision farming we talked about with Benton County and how we're working with Purdue and some of their ag centers to do some of the smart ag testing to roll out in our communities. Counties always ask, what can we do to help? In the BEAD process, that letter of support from the counties, specifically the commissioners, is the key to unlock the funding with the BEAD allocation. So, I don't know if you've seen a draft letter of support yet, but maybe we can get that to you if Scott hasn't sent it already. And if we could get that, that is again going to be the key piece that really shows the Indiana Broadband Office, that we're bought in on this plan to help bring fiber to the home in rural Vigo County, and Mainstream is a partner that we'd like to work with. So, subject to your questions, gentlemen, I will be as quick as I could have been.
Any questions from the commissioners?
How will you, if you do this, how will you run? Will this be boring? Will this be using
We usually
line?
follow power, is usually our general rule of thumb. So if power's overhead, we run fiber overhead. If power's going into the ground, we'll bore and bury. Usually it's about 85 aerial, 15% underground, but sometimes that shifts just depending on the communities and
I mean,
crossings.
sometimes we have some issues with roads being damaged from boring and things like that, so
Yeah.
we want to make sure that
Absolutely. Yep.
Any other questions? Mike's thinking, I can see it.
I can leave my card with all of you as well, so feel free, if you don't have a question now, to reach out, and we'd be happy to address any of your questions or concerns.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure we might have a couple questions, and then we'll ask Tammy to go ahead and get that letter of support just for us to have, and then,
Okay.
I got,
Mr.
just,
Bramble.
out of curiosity, you said they're closing in on application deadlines. When is their deadline?
They haven't officially announced it, they're waiting on the NTIA to put out the final deed eligible addresses across the state, and once they have that, they'll open the window. That was supposed to have been out September 4th, now we're October 1st, so we anticipate any day that list coming out from DC, and once that is, they'll open the application window. Anticipate it'll probably be about a 35 to 45-day window to get those applications complete and submitted. So I think the sooner we can get the letter of support, the sooner we can put that application together and have it ready to submit day one, and that's kind of our goal.
okay. All right, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. I know Tammy called you just yesterday, so,
We appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
thank you. All right, there's no further business today. We're open up to comments from the public. Are there any comments from the public today? None. Any comments from the commissioners or other elected officials, department heads? Flu shots today from the health department. Jimmy?
I just want to say happy 100th birthday to President Jimmy Carter.
Oh, thank you. That's pretty cool. Comments from the commissioners, anything?
No, a lot of things going on, Dances with the Stars and homecoming at the Rose and Pioneer Days, chili cook-off, fine. You ought to be able to find something to do this weekend.
Mark, anything? Mr. Thacker, anything?
I guess I do have one on Main Street. So,
Sure.
always when I listen to these presentations, I think about what part maybe the council will play in that. So is Mainstream do we need to have a letter of support or just the commissioners only?
Oh, if the council wants to provide a letter, that's great. I think the grading rubric commissioners kind of wait.
Yeah, it does.
Anchor institutions or lines of government want to provide a letter.
Well, I just didn't know if if it had to go through funding, if we had anything we had to do it. I'd been in conversation with Scott, Rudd. Yeah. So I just wondered, I think it's a great opportunity to get more fiber to a lot of homes there. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just didn't know
absolutely.
what the mechanism was on it, that's all.
Letter, like, if you and your council want to provide a letter, that's.
Okay, if we can get a draft of that as well, Tammy. Thank you.
If we could get it.
All right, no further comment. We'll stay in a recess until next Tuesday. Thank you.